There are questions about the impact President Trump's travel ban could have on athletes and fans trying to get into this country.
The Canadians are always ready when someone else drops the gloves. So the Americans, they should make no mistake, in trade as in hockey, Canada will win.
The roar of the crowd is supposed to be deafening. The World Cup isn't just another sporting event. It's the largest stage on the planet, a celebration that unites fans across cultures, languages, and borders. For the United States, co-hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup alongside Canada and Mexico was supposed to be the crown jewel of its sporting reputation, a chance to show the world it could welcome millions of fans and deliver a spectacle for the ages. But as deadlines approach, cracks are showing and questions are growing louder. Can the U.S. actually pull this off, or is it about to fumble on the world's biggest stage? Those cracks begin at the border. President Trump's new travel ban has blocked visitors from 12 countries, including Iran, which has already qualified for the tournament. In an instant, tens of thousands of fans who had planned to flood American stadiums are now shut out. For those still allowed entry, the hurdles are steep. A new $250 visa integrity fee adds yet another financial barrier, and in some countries a wait time for a U.S. visa appointment is more than a year. That means that for thousands of passionate supporters, by the time they could secure permission to travel, the World Cup would already be over. The impact is immediate and unmistakable. Fewer fans mean fewer ticket sales, fewer hotel bookings, and a quieter atmosphere inside the stadiums. What's supposed to be a nationwide festival risks being reduced to muted gatherings with half-empty fan zones. Organizers in U.S. host cities have already begun scaling back, trimming community celebrations, cutting volunteer programs, and quietly lowering expectations. And the problems don't stop at the border. Trade disputes and new tariffs have snarled supply chains, leaving critical materials like steel beams and electronic scoreboards stuck at customs. Construction delays have forced stadium crews into expensive overtime schedules. Some venues are even resorting to cheaper, less durable materials just to stay on track. Each compromise chips away at the long-term legacy these projects were meant to leave behind. The United States is trying to prove it can host the world without stumbling. Right now, that picture isn't convincing. FIFA is paying close attention. What began as murmurs of concern at its Zurich headquarters has now become full-scale contingency planning. Under FIFA rules, if a host country cannot meet its obligations, matches can be reassigned to another venue with just 90 days' notice. That means entire games originally planned for U.S. stadiums could be shifted to Canada or Mexico almost overnight. Behind closed doors, FIFA officials have already prepared detailed backup plans that cover everything from rerouting international flights and TV crews to reassigning hotel rooms and volunteers. A final decision could come as early as a year before kickoff, leaving many American cities unaware that the danger of losing games is very real. Meanwhile, Canada and Mexico are positioning themselves as ready and willing alternatives. Vancouver's BC Place, which seats 54,000, has already hosted the Olympics and the Women's World Cup. Toronto's main venue is being expanded to 45,000 seats, complete with upgraded facilities for fans, players, and the media. Canada's travel system is another advantage. Many nationalities don't require visas for short visits, and for those that do, processing is fast and predictable. Fans can plan trips without fear of last-minute cancellations, while efficient transportation and strong hotel networks ensure seamless movement between venues. Mexico, too, has a powerful claim. It has successfully hosted 2 World Cups before, in 1970 and 1986, proving it can manage the massive logistical demands of the tournament. Its stadiums are legendary. The Estadio Azteca in Mexico City remains one of the most iconic venues in global football, while Monterrey's Estadio BBVA and Guadalajara's Estadio Akron combine modern amenities with high capacity. For many fans across Latin America, travel to Mexico doesn't even require a visa, making it a magnet for passionate supporters who bring the energy and atmosphere every tournament needs. Sponsors are already making their calculations. Emirates Airlines, one of the event's high-profile backers, recently pulled $15 million in advertising from U.S. venues and redirected it to Canadian sites. For a company investing in global exposure, that's not a small adjustment. It's a clear signal of where they believe the safest bet lies. Other global brands, including Visa, are quietly shifting part of their campaigns to Canada and Mexico as well. Every dollar that leaves the U.S. market is a blow to host cities that were counting on sponsorship money to fund fan zones, cultural programming, and stadium improvements. If games are moved out of the United States, the economic hit will be staggering. Billions in expected tourism revenue could disappear almost overnight. Hotels booked months in advance could sit empty. Restaurants anticipating record-breaking business may be left with wasted inventory. Transportation services, taxis, ride shares, and charter buses could lose what would have been their busiest season in years. The ripple effect would stretch even further. Seasonal workers relying on the World Cup for extra income might suddenly find themselves unemployed, unable to cover rent, bills, or debt payments. Grocery stores, childcare providers, and countless other small businesses would feel the strain. Beyond economics, the reputational damage may be even worse. Hosting the World Cup is about prestige, about proving a nation can rise to the occasion and deliver on a global stage. Losing matches because of political decisions or logistical failures would leave a lasting stain on America's credibility. Future international organizers could look back at 2026 as a warning sign and choose to award major events to more reliable hosts. The World Cup is more than sport. It's soft power, it's diplomacy, it's global branding. If the U.S. is seen as unwelcoming or unpredictable, that perception won't fade quickly. It could influence not just sports, but trade deals, cultural exchanges, and even international diplomacy. In contrast, Canada and Mexico are projecting competence and openness. Every efficient visa approval, every well-prepared stadium, every smoothly run event strengthens their image as dependable global hosts. They don't need to fight for opportunities. They simply need to prove they are ready when America stumbles. FIFA won't hesitate to make the switch if the risks in the U.S. continue to mount. The 2026 World Cup was supposed to be a shared victory for North America, a chance for the U.S., Canada, and Mexico to show the power of collaboration. But unless the U.S. changes course quickly, it risks handing that victory to its neighbors. Because in the end, this tournament isn't only about lifting the trophy. It's about which nation proves it can welcome the world, and which one watches that opportunity slip away.